Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Rams going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets this down to the 8. 17, good enough for a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. On first down, they run with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down following the run. Back to throw, Goff. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now. Green 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Oh, some strong running. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now it's gone. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Third and 2. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Goff now to throw. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you say.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go counter with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now gone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Slot man moves right. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he'll escape to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, now, look at here we go now. Good.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All right, now, look at 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Red zone opportunity. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're running with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. So they're going to go for 2.
Super one. Super one. Merlin.
Here's Goff. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Over.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Trubisky. Now he steps away. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off the toss, Cohen. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Green, watch it now. Barney. Leopard.
Again, it's Howard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, Trubisky. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Set, 3, line now, lucky 56, Detroit.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On first and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Kwiatkowski from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. To throw on second down is gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a handoff for Gurley. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Goff now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And tough starting field position here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. A give to Howard running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Trubisky to throw, and he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play. And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything.
Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So the D-line's going to spread out. One last throw here for goal. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us.